Hello everybody, Kane here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs. And today, guys, well, I was gonna say we're back on the world. Obviously, we are back on the world. I mean, where else would we be? Paris? Who knows? Hello, Mr. Mushroom. So, today's episode's a bit of an eclectic one. I'm also not sure really how long it's going to be because I am unaware of how much time I actually have to record. So, we'll see. Basically started school up again, and I don't know my roommates' schedules, so I can't really plan around when they aren't going to be in the room. So yeah, that somewhat makes things problematic. Do I have still the bed out here? I don't think so. We'll have to head back to what is it? The storage room so we can sleep. So what was it? Yeah, I was in the lab. I kind of meant to do more of like an interesting intro, I guess, to like, oh, what are we doing today? But then I realized I actually don't really have like a big collective plan. We did get some biofossil, and I finally chucked in all of our plant fossils because I realized with some of the redecorating I want to do, I'm gonna need a lot more prehistoric plants because I kind of want to make more exhibits look a bit like the Adaphosaurus one in terms of like just, I don't know, plant life. Because I feel like the Adaphosaur one is pretty darn pretty, and I like it a lot. Anyway, if we head out this way, not a lot has changed over here, I don't think. Did I leave more stuff in here? We should take the sword. Do we need anything else in here? I can drop off some of the saplings. I'll keep some dirt. Why do I still have buckets? What? Oh, that was for filling in water. Why didn't I take those out? I don't know. Who knows? Over here, has anything changed over here? Oh, yes. I think this is still different than it was last time. Is it? I think it is. We'll check real quick. I don't think I had the building put together last episode. Maybe I did. Actually, I'm actually starting to really think I did have the building put together last time. Anyway, the building is put together. So if I did show that off, sorry. If I didn't, it's cool. I also fixed the terrain in there, so that actually looks a bit better now. And actually, before we get over to what I have really been working on, more tragedies. We lost another triceratops and one of the packies. I believe it was Bull we lost. So yeah, man, the amount of dinosaurs, like the mod needs to fix whatever's causing them to die so quickly because it's kind of annoying and upsetting and sad. Anyway, if we come over here, speaking of the trikes, I finished redoing the exhibit. So they've got a brand new fence going all the way along, and if we run over here, you can see the main thing I really put in to spice this exhibit up, and that is a viewing area, because we said we were gonna do one of these for ages, so I figured I should finally do one. And I think this makes the exhibit like 20 times better, in all honesty. I really do. What is, oh, it's just a bit of lighting. I honestly think this makes the exhibit look so much nicer than it did, just because I don't really know. It's just kind of nice to have this little shaded viewing area. As you guys will notice with pretty much every single exhibit I've made so far, or redone recently, there's a slight problem of there's literally nothing in them. It's like a brand new fence, and in most of them cases, like this one, a new rock wall going along with it. That was literally just because the hill was kind of not cooperative, and I didn't really want to have to work with it, so I just figured I'd build it up like a cliff. Also, it's crazy, guys. Like, actually, you know, I can show you guys this whole area. Actually, it's kind of insane. I think I showed this off earlier, in a previous episode? I don't remember exactly. But if we hop down here, you can see just how much this whole landscape area has changed since episode 1. Like, so much of this area has just been complete. I think I did show this off recently, but like it boggles my mind just how much of this area I have terraformed. It's kind of crazy. I do have like a bit of a grass walkway going along around here, so it'll be easier when I start adding in a pathway back here to go link up over there with the tunnel and whatever we put out this side of the park, which I'm thinking is probably going to be some of the big carnivores since we haven't put any of those in yet. In fact, do we have any carnivores? We have compies and ceratos. That's literally it, isn't it? Wow, we need more carnivores. Anyway, so two other things I kind of have set up. One is this. And I think this is what I was actually planning on working on this episode, but I kind of had a change of plans just because I don't think we have much time. So this is going to be a pretty short episode. But this is going to be an exhibit, this little dig down area. And I'm not really sure what I want to put in here. I'm going to like take all the trees out, and we're probably going to fill in that little bit of water. But if you guys have any suggestions as to what we should put in here, let me know. I've been thinking, was Pseudopody, Deinonychus, maybe Velociraptor or Dilo? Like some sort of small-ish dinosaur I think will look really good in there. Although granted, I did have an interesting idea for actually the Pseudopody, the Velociraptor, and the Deinonychus all going together in one build. We'll have to see about that. We'll have to see what I end up doing with all that. If we run through here. Also, I think like all but 2 of the compies are dead or something. 3 of the compies, I honestly have no idea. I still need to redo the Therizinosaurus exhibit, and I was literally over here for like an hour or 2. I don't know why I haven't redone this one yet. I'll get around to that probably by next episode. Hello, Dryos. Here's the, if you guys missed it, this is the pond we built last episode. That was kind of weird. Like, I don't do many episodes where I just build little things like this, but maybe I should do more of those. I mean, I don't think it was necessarily a very popular episode, but I think it was kind of fun to do something like that. Just build a little thing, and yeah, you obviously need to put plants around it, but other than that, I'm quite happy with it. This is where I spent most of my time. Aside from obviously preparing the Triceratops exhibit in the past week, this is where a lot of my time went. Let's see if we can get a good angle on it from the trees. This bridge. This is, well, the new bridge leading from one side of the park to across the river. Because, I don't know. I mean, I know the basics of the bridge were there last time, but yeah, I finished it up. It's done. And I think we're gonna put something in here, in this section of the river. I'm not sure quite yet, but I think people were telling me last episode I should put Sarcos in here, and I'm honestly heavily considering that. Because leading up into the main section of the park, obviously I built another rock wall because, well, for this reason it was mostly just because I didn't really want to have to build a new artificial shoreline, although I might if I put Sarcos here. But I'm starting to think Sarcos might work really well, because it wouldn't be too hard to make like a low-lying fence just along here, and we already have a fence here, and that would kind of like shelve off this area of the beach. We could shelve off a little bit of the areas of the beach around here, maybe build like a little dam or something, or a secondary bridge over there, and maybe one over there to kind of keep the Sarcos in. But yeah, I think we could do Sarcosuchus right over in this area, and I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd be our first, I guess, non-dinosaur, wouldn't it? Would it be our first non-dinosaur? Well, the Edaphosaurus isn't a dinosaur, so I guess our second non-dinosaur. But I'd probably count it as our first one, technically, since the Edaphosaurus, though, yes, it's not a dinosaur, it looks pretty dinosaur-like, and the Sarco doesn't, so, yeah. Anyway, and Sarcos would actually be the biggest carnivore we've put in the park so far, which would be kind of cool. So I guess, what is it? Oh yeah, I guess I'd ask you guys today, like, for the next couple of episodes, what do you want to, I guess, which of those 3 projects do you want to see worked on first? Do you want to see the Sarcos? Do you want to see whatever we're going to put in that little hole there? Do you want to see that building? Or do you want to see just me putting in... Do you want to do, like... I don't know. I might actually start doing that. Maybe, like, not super often, but, you know, once in a while, we'll do, like, a little episode that's basically just me building, like, a fountain. Or a pond. Or we'll work on, like, just a small, tiny little... thing, like a just like a side show. It's like a stop little area, like a, what are they called? Road stops? No, just a little like rest stop. That's what it is. Ooh, Arthropleura. Do we have Arthropleura? I don't know. Dilophosaurus, Sarco, Ichthy, Velociraptor, Brachio, Meganeura. And we've got a good amount of plants. That's pretty good. Oh, we have tons of plants. I won't have a shortage of plants by the looks of it. Oh boy. Oh, something. I was also considering doing this today, but I think I'm going to save. Nah, we have time. I think we have time. Oh, we did already have an Arthropleura, but a second one is always welcome. What was I thinking? Oh. So, since I said we were like running low on dinosaurs and a couple of exhibits, I was thinking maybe we could replenish a few. So I've got some trikes, a Pachy, wrong dino, although we do technically need another one of those, and some compies, because, well, like I said, we're running low on pretty much all these dinosaurs since, well, oh man, we've lost 4 trikes. I might actually need to set up some sort of dinosaur graveyard, I'm realizing, because, like, good grief. We've lost so many dinosaurs. I never found that stego, so I'm assuming, because that one wasn't tamed to me, I'm assuming it must have died, and because it wasn't tamed, I just never got a message about it, which could have been what happened. I'm not sure, in all honesty. I'm really not sure. This exhibit isn't lit up, so we'll hatch the Pachycephalosaur first. Although granted, I could just run and sleep. I should really make more beds, shouldn't I? I should also light more of the park up so I don't have to, like, live in terror. See, I really don't put enough gates in these exhibits, do I? I was just, like, parkour my way out or build, but I really need to put, like, a gate or 2 in here. Okay. Just, oh, and I have the dirt blocks, so we'll be fine. So we just check that down. All right. But yeah, I feel, I don't know. So, what was it? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I feel kind of weird about how the park's going so far, in that it's been a lot of reworking. I think we've already retooled the entire park like 2 or 3 times already, at least twice, and that's kind of funny to me. In what, like 30 episodes, we've redone the park twice, and we've kind of just focused on one area. Now it's interesting because I was looking back at previous series I've done to like kind of gauge where I'm at, like based on those ones. And it's kind of funny because the park I did before this, I think I got like almost 50 episodes in, and we had like what, Parasaurolophus, Confuciusornis, Pachycephalosaurus, Elasmotherium, Triceratops, Dilo. We had like 6 animals. We had 6 animals in 50 episodes, and barely anything was done. Granted, I also did a lot. I did some more interesting builds that season, I think, or that park, but like in general, like nothing. We had barely anything dinosaur-wise. And then in other parks, I don't like that you're there, but I can't move you right now. Please don't die. But in other parks, it's been like by episode 30, we have like a ton of dinosaurs and a good like base going for the park. Granted, also episode 30 for most of these series is like, you know, maybe like 4 months in, and we're almost a year into this park, and we're on episode 30, which granted I've been incredibly busy, so I haven't really had time to, or I haven't really had a lot of time to put into this world so far, which I feel bad about because I think it's going to be a wonderful park once we could really get going. It's just going to be a bit of a slow process. But we're 30 episodes in. We have stegos, trikes, ankies, brachiosaurs, pachyes, gallimimus, compsognathus, ceratosaurus, therizinosaurus, striosaurus. We have like 10 animals in the park. Oh, and we have like 11 animals in the park. So that's pretty awesome. Ooh. And hello. It is a female, so I think we have 2 females now? Yeah, because we had 3 males last time. Okay, that's okay. What was I thinking? But yeah, it's somewhat interesting to me. We've definitely kept with like previous worlds where usually we have a lot of animals by now. But I don't know. It's like I feel like this park, it's in a weird spot for me. I mean, obviously that now before people are like, oh no, it's gonna end or something like, or I'm gonna quit. I'm not quitting the world, but I'm interested to see how it's different. Also, I think we only have really time for me to hatch that because I think I'm like out of time here, guys, unfortunately. But like, I think it's been interesting to see how this park is developing because, like, you know, in a short amount of time we've really been working on this world. I think it's definitely come together in a very different way than a lot of the other parks have. It's creatively come together differently. I don't know, it's just a fascinating little thing to me because it doesn't really remind me of anything I've built before. It has essences of each park I've made, but in total, it has a completely different feel to me. And I really like that. Oh, that's another project I guess I would have you guys vote on. Oh, and I said I was going to do an eye in that's like the top of the video if I could remember. Maybe I'll see if I can do that this time. But like, we have a building we want to do here. So this building, why is there a bed in the Brachiosaur exhibit? I never got rid of that, did I? Of course I didn't. So Brachiosaur building, Pachycephalosaur building, Mystery Dino in the pit, Sarcos, or random thing around the park. So let me know what you guys want to see next episode. And yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm excited to see where the park goes from here. I think it's gonna be quite interesting. Also, the Gallimimuses are over there, but they were getting stuck somewhat, and I was afraid they were gonna start dying, so I made them all sit, and I'm gonna try and move them over here. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed this somewhat more laid-back episode. Next episode, hopefully we're gonna hatch in the rest of the dinosaurs we need to hatch in. We're gonna start working on a new build, like a new exhibit or something, and after that we'll see where the park just goes. Until then, guys, thank you again for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed, and until next time, guys, see ya.